Long ago, in a quiet village surrounded by mountains, there lived a man named Haru. He was known for his gentle nature. He spoke little, worked hard in his fields, and treated everyone with respect. The villagers trusted him because he never sought praise and never spoke badly of others. One autumn afternoon, Haru went to the marketplace to sell vegetables. The streets were crowded with merchants, travelers, and children running between the stalls. As Haru turned a corner, someone suddenly pushed past him. He stumbled and accidentally knocked over a basket of expensive silk belonging to the wealthiest merchant in the village. The silk fell into the mud. The merchant's face turned red with anger. Without waiting for an explanation, he shouted loud enough for the entire marketplace to hear, "You fool! You'll always remain a poor farmer. Men like you are born to crawl, while others are born to lead." Laughter spread through the crowd. Some people looked away. Others smiled awkwardly. Haru quietly apologized and paid for the damaged cloth with nearly all the money he had earned that day. The merchant walked away without another word. The marketplace returned to normal. But Haru did not. That night he replayed the insult again and again. He imagined answering back. He imagined proving the merchant wrong. He imagined the crowd apologizing for laughing. Instead, he lay awake until morning. Days turned into months. Months became years. Although Haru continued working, something inside him slowly changed. He became suspicious of every smile. Whenever people whispered nearby, he believed they were talking about him. He worked harder than anyone, not because he loved his work, but because he desperately wanted to prove the merchant wrong. His wife often found him staring silently into the fire. His children stopped asking him to play because his thoughts were always somewhere else. His fields produced good harvests. His house became larger, his savings grew, yet peace never arrived. Every success reminded him of the insult. Every achievement felt incomplete. If only that merchant could see me now, he often thought. As the years passed, Haru's hair turned gray. His children grew up and left the village. His wife passed away quietly after a brief illness. During her final days, she held his hand and whispered, "You have carried something much heavier than our hardships." He didn't understand what she meant. After her funeral, Haru wandered alone through the mountains. There he met an elderly Zen monk sitting beside a river. The monk smiled warmly. "You look exhausted." "I've worked my whole life," Haru replied. The monk gently shook his head. "No, you've carried something your whole life." Haru told him everything. The insult, the laughter, the shame. The years spent trying to erase that single moment. The monk listened without interrupting. When Haru finished, the monk simply asked, "Do you know where the merchant lives now?" Haru nodded. "I've never forgotten." "Then go. Ask him the question your heart has carried for all these years." The next morning, Haru walked back to the village. The merchant was now an old man with trembling hands and fading eyesight. He sat quietly outside his shop, watching people pass by. Haru stood before him, his heart pounded. After nearly 20 years, he finally spoke. "Do you remember the day you insulted a farmer in the marketplace?" The merchant looked at him carefully, his forehead wrinkled. "I'm sorry," he said softly. "My memory isn't what it used to be." Haru waited. The merchant searched his thoughts for several moments before slowly shaking his head. "No, I don't remember. Have we met before?" Time seemed to stop. For 20 years, Haru had carried a wound that shaped every decision he made. He had sacrificed sleep, He had sacrificed joy. He had sacrificed moments with his wife and children. He had sacrificed years of his life trying to answer words that the man who spoke them had forgotten before the sun had even set that day. Tears filled Haru's eyes, not because of the insult, but because he finally saw the truth. The merchant had imprisoned him for only a single moment. He had spent the next 20 years locking the cell from the inside. The old merchant noticed Haru's silence. "If I hurt you," he said gently, "please forgive me." Haru smiled for the first time in many years. "There is nothing left to forgive." He bowed and walked away. The mountains looked no different. The road was the same. The wind still moved through the trees. But for the first time in decades, Haru noticed the sound of birds singing. His burden had not disappeared because someone apologized. It disappeared because he finally stopped carrying it. And as he crossed the old marketplace one last time, he understood a truth that many people never discover. The deepest prisons are rarely built by other people. They are built by the memories we refuse to release. Zen lesson. An insult lasts only a moment. The suffering it creates lasts only as long as we keep repeating it. Peace begins the day we stop carrying yesterday into today.